Woken up by the Kookaburras at 4:45 this morning. We're heading back into Sydney for a trip on the top of a bus, hopefully, tourist trip. Our day ticket takes us to city places, mostly on the red bus.
Our next two stops will give you a look at two of the modern wonders of the world, first being our stop number 2 at the Sydney Opera House. From the Opera House we head over the Car Hill Expressway, then onto the main deck of the Sydney Harbour Bridge, down to our stop number 3 at the quaint little shopping village of Milson's Point.
This street has always been a government precinct with many imposing government buildings and monuments, and was named for the bridge that crossed the Tank Stream. On the left you'll see Macquarie Place, which is all that remains of the first Vice-Regal Gardens. Macquarie Place contains some of the most historic monuments in Sydney. See the anchor and gun from the Sirius, one of the 2 escort vessels from the First Fleet, and the obelisk, believed to be the oldest surviving monument in the colony, has been in Macquarie Place since construction in 1818. Local Aboriginal people. Bennelong learnt to speak English and became a favourite of Governor Phillip, who wanted Bennelong to help him break down the barriers of communication between the 2 groups. Bennelong went to London with Governor Phillip in 1792 for 3 years.
Nice place to have your Christmas. Down there's a circular quay where we've come from.
Many pubs, nightclubs, bars, theatre and cabaret venues and strip clubs. It has even been said that King's Cross has the greatest concentration of drinking establishments in Australia. There's a lot of backpacker accommodation throughout the Cross, and there are over 200 restaurants, bars and cafes in the area, particularly along Darlinghurst Road, Macleay Street, Victoria Street, Bayswater Road and Kellett Street. Shortly we'll be in late-nighters. On a busy Saturday evening, the cart sells more than 2,000 pies and has attracted people such as Frank Sinatra, Kevin Costner, Olivia Newton-John and Jerry Lewis. Elton John even held a press conference here.
All this sandstone is local sandstone. Like a nice yellow Cotswold type of stuff.
We'll soon be in the Domain, which was originally part of the Governor's Domain, heading towards Mrs. Macquarie's chair. On our right, you'll see the Domain Lodge, one of the oldest gatekeepers' residences to survive in Sydney. Possibly designed by colonial architect James Barnett, this neo-Gothic cottage marks the boundary between the city Tarzans. Weissmuller won the race and Charlton took out the bronze medal. The pool is believed to be the birthplace of the Australian crawl or freestyle swimming stroke. The site of the pool was a popular swimming location with local Aborigines before the arrival of Europeans to Australia.
Prime Minister's house. Right in the middle is Fort Denison, Garden Island and the Opera House.
If you're feeling fit, climb the 200 steps to the top of the pylon lookout and step back into the history of the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Discover the origins, the construction, and the men who built it. Climb up inside the pylon and enjoy spectacular views of Sydney from the open-air lookout.
Circular quay next up.
So we spent all day on the red bus and the blue bus, and we're just going over the bridge. Can't wait to get back. I think we're on the right train, but I'm not absolutely sure. Some don't stop at North Ryde where we want to go. Looks nice in the evening time. Going to have a chicken curry when we get back. Hopefully it'll be about 8 o'clock.